Alright, so what you see, we're going to do a remake video of my school bus emblem collection. I've got a lot more emblems since then, and I've lost one of them, unfortunately, so we're going to be doing a remake video. And you can see right here, this is what the emblem, I put this little yardstick right here, that way so you can see how big it is. This came from an old Greene County bus in Kentucky. Came from a 1999 International Amtran 3800. There's two of them at Froggett's Auto Salvage in Center Kentucky. That's like Metcalfe County, Greene County line in Kentucky. There's another one that I did not get this emblem off of beside the door, but there's a Thomas FS65 parked so close to it that I could hardly squeeze through, and I just didn't think it was worth grabbing. So if you want to go in all the weeds and try to squeeze through tight, then if you live around that area, then that Amtran emblem, conventional emblem's still there. But you have to have the owner go with you, because he'll have to drive you down there, because he doesn't have insurance, and if something bad would happen, then insurance wouldn't cover it. So anyway, this came off of a 1999, like I said, and it's a pretty cool emblem. So anyway, we're going to move on to the next Amtran emblem now. Next up, we got this Amtran Corporation emblem. This came off of our old bus 942 in 1994 International Amtran 3800, and this was at Mickey's. It got retired in 2015, and it's been sold to Mickey's Towing and Garage in Brownsville, Kentucky, and he used the engine transmission. So I asked him how much would it cost, and he said you could just go ahead and take it. And I was like, "Are you sure I'll pay?" And he was like, "Oh, just go ahead and take it." I was like, "Okay." So yeah, this is a cool emblem. Not very common either. Not a lot of bus enthusiasts have this. By the way, I paid for the Amtran emblem. I paid $6 for the Amtran conventional emblem, so that I showed previously. So anyway, this is made out of plastic, just like the last one, and the gray has worn off, so just completely black now with the last one. So we'll move on to the next emblem now. This is probably the biggest emblem I own. This is an Amtran Genesis emblem. This came off of a 1997, I think, Amtran Genesis from Robertson County, Tennessee. It was at Mickey's Towing and Garage as well. I got this for free as well, and the gray has also worn off. I think it did. It may have not ever had gray. I'm honestly not sure, but I don't care. It's still a cool emblem nonetheless. It's probably the biggest emblem, like I said, I have, and this is the last. This is plastic, and this is probably the last. This is the last Amtran emblem I have. So we're gonna move on to Bluebird now. We got this Bluebird back bumper emblem. This came off of a 215. This Edmonds County 215. It came off of. It's a 2001 International Bluebird 3800. We actually just retired it recently because it had some issues. It was the oldest bus on our fleet. We hardly ever used it. We didn't think the issues was worth fixing, so we decided to just go ahead and retire it. So I got this back bumper emblem off of it. We still have it. We have yet to scrap or sell it, and we're going to do that in about a year. We still are deciding. So anyway, it's a cool emblem. It's metal. So we'll move on to the next emblem now. Alright, so I have not one, but two Ford B700 emblems. These came off of our Froggett's Auto Salvage yard today. I got for $6 each, but both of these were $12, and this came off of the 1982 Bluebird Ford FS B700. My bad. And these are just so cool. I think these are nice emblems. These are the second oldest emblems I have. Now, the oldest one I will show in a second. So, anyway, we will move on to International now, or IC. I have this IC emblem. This came off of a 2006 ICCE from Wayne County Schools in Kentucky. It came from ex-Pulaski County Schools before it was owned by Wayne, and it got retired in 2022 due to computer issues. I bought this from Colton Stegall 32 on YouTube along with 3 other emblems, which we'll get to in a minute. But I used to have a second one of these. It came off of an old Lincoln County, Kentucky bus, 2004 ICFE that I got from Thunder Mountain Auto Salvage in Olive Hill, Kentucky, but I gave that one to my bus drivers. Got that one for just $5, and then this one for $5 with 3 other emblems, all for just $5. So, really nice emblem, and really do like it. So, we'll move on to the next IC emblem now. Next up, we got this ICCE emblem. This came off of a 2012 ICCE from Wayne County, bus number 250. I bought this from Colton Star 32 along with the IC hood emblem that came from 501. This bus got retired way too early in 2020 because its engine blew up for the 3rd time, and they absolutely had enough with it. So he took the emblem off and sold it to me. So huge thank you goes to him for letting me buy it off of him. So yeah, really nice emblem. And not in too bad condition. Some scratches here and there, but who cares? Anyway, we'll move on to the next emblem now. Next up, we got this CE300 emblem. This also came off of Wayne County Schools 501, ex-Pulaski County, when it got retired due to computer issues. This came off of the same bus as that one over there, that hood emblem. And it's just a really cool emblem. It still has most of the sticky stuff still on there, but it's a huge pain to get off, and I'm not even going to bother, so it's just going to stay as is. But it's in pretty good condition other than the stickiness of it on the back. But we'll move on to the next emblem now. We got this Max Force DT sticker type emblem. This also came off of Wayne County Schools number 250 after its engine blew up for the 3rd time in 2020. Pretty nice sticker type emblem. Although I wish I owned the plastic version of this that I would see on the 2008 to 2010, and these were sold to 2011 to 2015 models, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong. That's what I think. But anyway, we'll move on to the next emblem now. We got this Max Force emblem. This would go on the top of the engine block. This came off of Evanston County Schools number 314, a 2016 ICCE. They had to change the crankcase VIN system, so they had to take this off, and they were going to throw it away, but they thought of me and just gave it to me. So really nice of them, and it's a cool emblem that not many people have since it goes on the engine block and not on the exterior. So anyway, we will move on to the next emblem now. Next up, we got this ICAC emblem, which is basically the ICAE, but it's like a coach bus, so they called it the AC. They don't make this anymore. I got this off of eBay for $30 for my birthday. It's never been on a bus before, and it never will be. So, yeah. Really cool emblem. It's in pretty much perfect condition, besides from a few scratches here and there from handling. But yeah, it's a cool emblem, so we'll move on to the next emblem now. Alright, so I got not one, but 2 FE300 emblems. This one right here came from bus number 0403 from Lincoln County Schools in Kentucky. This came with the IC hood that I gave, the IC front badge that I gave to my bus driver. I got this for $5 over at Thunder Mountain Auto Parts in Olive Hill, Kentucky. And you can see it was a huge pain to get off, and it has some spots on it that I couldn't get off. It has some cracks. I got all the sticky stuff on it, and this is just a command strip because it goes up on my wall, and I took it down for this video. I got almost all the sticky stuff off of it, and it created blisters in my hands, so that was a huge pain. But it's definitely been seen better days. So that's why whenever I went to Froggett's today, I got this. This one was much easier to get off, and it's in much better condition. And see, here's my reflection. Hello. And see, most of the sticky stuff's on there. It's probably going to stay because I'm not going to get blisters again. But yeah, got this for $6 as well. So anyway, we will move on to international now. Alright, so I got not one, but 2 international emblems. These both came off of International Amtran 3800s. This one came off of our old bus 200, which was a 2000 International Amtran 3800 that we recently just sold. This one came off of bus 962's hood, a 1996 International Amtran 3800 that we scrapped and then its hood later got put on 202, bus number 202, another 2000 International Amtrak 3800 that was got into an accident, so they put 962's hood on it before they retired 202, and 202 also just got sold recently, so yeah, these are pretty nice emblems. This one's more, that's why this one looks older than this one, because it came off of an older bus's hood. Anyway, we'll move on to the next emblem now. Alright, so I got not one, but two 3800 DT466E emblems. These came off of bus 200, the same bus as that shiny international emblem. And yeah, these are just pretty cool. I got all the sticky stuff off of both of them, so they're pretty cool. Anyway, we'll move on to the next emblems now. We got another one, but this time it doesn't have the E at the end of it. This came off of old bus 962's hood, and then that was later put on 202. I did have another one if you watched my previous video of my bus emblem collection, but it broke whenever I got it off, and then I Gorilla Glued it on, and it looked terrible, and then I dropped it, and then it broke into even more pieces, so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to throw it away. So I threw it away. I want to find another one that looks like this, find another one that's like this, so I can have a complete pair, but I'm not sure when that'll happen. Hopefully it'll be soon, but this one, at least I still have one. So anyway, that's the emblem I lost, the other one that came with this, the broken one. That's the emblem that's now gone. So anyway, moving on to the next emblem now. Alright, so we've got these ABS emblems. These came off of 962's hood that was later put on 202. And these are just pretty cool emblems. You don't see the ABS logo too often, especially on this day. Yeah, moving on to the next emblem now. We got Superior now. This came off of, I got this at Thunder Mountain for $5 at Olive Hill, Kentucky, Thunder Mountain Auto Parts. This came off of an old Gallia County Schools bus in Ohio. And there was two of them on there. I got one of them, and if you want to get the other one off, and if you live around that area, then you can. They have rivets on them, so you might have to bring a drill or a cut-off grinder or something like that. So cool emblem. This is the oldest emblem I have. This came off of a 1981 Superior Ford. Anyway, we will move on to the next emblem now. Alright, so next up we have Thomas. This came off of an old Meg's local school district in Ohio, a 1995 International Thomas 3800. I got this at Thunder Mountain for $5 as well, Thunder Mountain Auto Parts in Olive Hill, Kentucky. And yeah, and I repainted the red part, so that's why it looks kind of terrible, but I kind of restored it, so at least I made it look better than it did, the coloring. You can see it's metal. It's by far the heaviest emblem I have. Just look how heavy this is. It's in pretty rough condition, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. Anyway, we'll move on to the last emblem now, which is and now oh, never mind. Pardon that part. Alright, so last but certainly not least, we got this Ward Volunteer emblem. This came off of a 1992 International Ward 3800. I got this from Froggett's Auto Salvage in Center, Kentucky for $6. This came off of an old Bullitt County bus in Kentucky. And yeah, I have 24 emblems in total now, and if I did not break that other one, then I would have had 25. My goal is to get 30 by the end of the year, which I will get at least 28. I will get at least 20. I will get at least 27 by the end of the year, because I know for Christmas I'm getting a black, yellow diamond IC logo with the IC logo that would go on a first generation C that's never been on a bus before. I'm getting a Bluebird emblem that's never been on a bus before, and I'm getting a Thomas emblem that's never been on a bus before. That's what I'm getting for Christmas. So I will have at least 27 by the end of the year. My goal is to get 30. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy my content, and I will make an update video. Not with all the emblems like I did with this video, but just an update with the new ones that I get. Now, it will be a part 2, and I'll put the link. I'll pinned the comment if I do make a part 2 in this video. Anyway, hope you enjoy, and goodbye.